This is my update on the product that I started taking, the redox signaling molecules. It's a big research in progress. It's helping me so far in a week, more than I expected. So I just wanted to let you know that these are some of the things that have come up for me. I started last Tuesday, and this week, basically, my muscles stopped hurting in the morning when I was doing yoga. They were very tight and it was hard for me to move, and it was actually getting worse. And when I started taking this, by at least day one, it started to feel better, but by day 4 or 5, it really started. Like, I could go, when I did the stretching or yoga, I could go further in the stretch. Interestingly, I'm feeling more peaceful, more aware. My intuition is flowing. It'll step back and forth sometimes still, but it's getting more acute in clarity than it has in a long time. And it's the other piece of it is, like, the first day or two, I was having a little teeny bit of what they call healing crisis, which I had some little things come up. It was like brain fog, a little bit of brain fog, but then once the brain fog lifted, I felt more clear than I have in a while. And then, of course, detoxing through bowel movements and urine. Yeah, I'm going to talk about it. Detoxing through bowel movements and urine. My bowel movement has changed. It hadn't been formed, so to speak, and now it's formed. And that has started since I've been taking this. But I'm feeling more energy in the morning. One way, my endurance feels like it's kicked in. I went on a hike yesterday, and it was about, I want to say 2.5 miles, not a hike, a walk. And I just wanted to share how I'm feeling on this walk, which is quite interesting, because the last time I was here, I was having tightness in my hips, and I had been having that for a while. And I don't have that today, and it's just been a week. Also, clarity. My mind is very clear. I feel happy. I feel, I don't know how to explain this, but I feel more free. So that's all part of this process. And I also don't feel as bloated. There's like this lightness. Interestingly, and I don't know if this has anything to do with it, but because there is ASEA is saltwater molecules, so that are stabilized. So what's interesting is my taste. I don't put as much salt on my food now. And I don't know if that has anything to do with it yet. I need to research that piece of it, but that's something that's happening too. What I want to say is, when I tell you that there's not one condition or whatever's going on with you that redox can't help with, I'm serious. It's like all these different things that are totally unrelated I'm feeling better. Mentally, emotionally, physically, I'm sure spiritually. I haven't, witnessed anything quite yet with that, but I will share that, as it comes up. So really, I mean, I can share more information with you, but know this. And the reason behind it, the reason why it's not just one condition, is because the redox signaling molecules are things that go on in our body automatically with ourselves. They're supposed to. They diminish. So by the time you're 50, you've already lost half of the capability of the redox signaling. So, and the reason why this helps is because it's putting that back in the system, and it targets the cells. And of course, the cells are everywhere in our body. And here's the one thing I just wanted to just share with you, because it's interesting. So we need to learn to listen to our bodies. Our bodies speak to us every day. That's intuition, whether it's for our minds or to help us to heal our bodies, whatever that is. Sometimes we feel like we need to eat a certain food. That's your body speaking to you, and you eat the food and it feels better. I've done that with actually with lamb chops before. Like, it gives me an energy. So every so often, I will feel like I need to eat lamb. And there's something about the blood, the mutton and the lamb, that helps with the bloodstream. So if you have things like irregular sleep patterns, your body is talking to you. If you have tenderness, little twinges, pinches, aches, pain, your body's talking to you. If your skin breaks out, your body's definitely talking to you. If you've got poor digestion, that's your second brain talking to you. There are actually three brains. There's this one, there's your gut brain, and then there's your heart brain. So they're constantly supposed to be communicating. But if we've got all this environmental stressors and toxins and all these things happening, it depletes us of this. So it causes these things to happen. If you've got blurred vision or floaters, I've got the floaters, your body's talking to you. If you've got breathing or lung issues, your body is talking to you. If you've got cholesterol issues, if you've got high blood pressure, pins, needles, loss of feeling, your body's talking to you. If you struggle to balance when you're walking, and that was happening with me, but it hasn't happened, in this past week that I've recognized. But I'm still working on that one too, because I'm kind of careful about it because I'm used to it happening. So I just kind of watch. So we'll see what happens with that one. But that's also your body talking to you. If you get viruses, cold or flu, or severe allergies, or you're struggling to balance your sugar levels, your body's talking to you. If you have issues with abnormal cells or hormonal issues or autoimmune issues, that's your body talking to you. Brain fog, confusion, loss of memory, it's talking. It wants you to know that it's happening. Pay attention to it. And the bottom line is, when we don't pay attention, sometimes our body will literally scream at us. And it will, an example, if you work 80 hours a week and you start to get sick, that's your body screaming at you, telling you to stop working so hard, to stop working so much, and take a break. When we don't listen, we end up getting more sick, or a disease comes up, or something like that happens. And we just need to pay attention to ourselves, because that's how important we are. And, we could go on forever listing conditions, but here's the truth, the simple bottom line truth. Our body communicates with us. It's always letting us know when our cells need amping up, and our cells work for us, and their job is to heal our body. Have you ever cut your finger and the body automatically starts to heal that wound? Big wound, small wound, paper cut? You've seen it happen. Obviously, it works that way. So there's no question in that respect. It works that way with everything. I learned one time that even if you are a smoker and you stop smoking, your body will begin to heal within 24 hours of the time you stop. So there's all kinds of information about this. And I just want to say that, our body is magnificent and it's perfectly designed. The challenge is our environment has changed things up a lot. And we have the most magnificent messaging system. Or the truth is, when our cells are depleted, they aren't able to optimally function for the body. But all of our body's poor conditions can be helped with these redox signaling molecules. And I have done research. I looked research up from, I think it was NIH. I found a link, and they have been researching redox signaling for, I don't know, since the 40s or something like that, 1940s. There's information. I have a link on my YouTube channel to the NIH website where they talk about that information. And they explain what redox signaling is, redox signaling molecules. So the other thing is also just be aware medication can help much of the time, but it's just a Band-Aid. It doesn't get down to the core problem, which is the cellular deficiency. And you can pretty much bet until that core problem, the core issue that's going on is resolved, that more and more symptoms will continue to come up. And the other piece of that is the more medication we take to alleviate the symptoms and cover Band-Aid the symptoms, we get more symptoms, and it's not helping us. So that is why I have chosen to take this journey. I want to feel better. I want to age better. And I want to share what I'm experiencing. So last thing I want to say is you, just like me, deserve better than feeling, like crap sometimes. We don't have to feel that way. We think we do, but we don't. And I want my journey to show you how you can have a better opportunity at feeling better. So thank you so much for following these updates and the Ride of My Life podcast, and look forward to seeing what happens next week. All right, take care. Thank you for coming along with me on this journey. More to come. Peace.